Hello, Calvary Church. If you remember in the Bible study video that we showed yesterday, I reminded you that I would be bringing a video today to let you know how service will work on Sunday, being back in the building, some guidelines that we want to let you know, and what to expect when you arrive on Sunday morning. Now, there will not be any Sunday school. Service will start at 10:30. And that will be our only service for the day. We will continue to shoot the Bible study videos for Wednesday, but right now through the month of June, we will just have Sunday morning worship service with the Bible study video for the weekly time on Wednesday. I'm excited about being back in the building. Now, that doesn't mean that this is when we finally get to be the church. This time that we have been outside the building and we've had to do worship differently, we've still been able to have opportunity to be the church, to be the hands and feet of Jesus. But this is a good time for us to get back in the building because for a lot of us, this is a connective time. This is a time where we get back together and we see faces and we worship together and we come as a body collectively to give praise and honor to the Lord and to hear His word and to be obedient to what the Holy Spirit is leading us to do. So with that being said, I want to bring to your attention some things about how the layout of the church is going to look, what are some guidelines we expect, and things we're asking you to do. The first thing I want you to know is when you arrive on Sunday morning, you will notice that the front doors of the church will be propped open. So you won't have to touch the doors to come in. We want to limit as much as possible of you having to open doors or to touch things just because of the guidelines that have been set. And we want to try to keep everything as safe as possible. So you will enter the front doors. You will also know the sanctuary doors will also be open, and you will make your way into the sanctuary. The fellowship hall will be off limits. We're asking people to remain outside the fellowship hall. So when you come in the foyer, you will make your way into the sanctuary. When you arrive in the sanctuary, you will notice that every other pew has been blocked off. So we're asking people to sit in the open pews, specifically with their family, as much as possible. Now, you will know if you've been in our sanctuary that the middle of our sanctuary has the longer pews. So if that is where you're going to sit, stay with your family as much as you can. And if you're in those pews and you're not part of a family that is already sitting there, then try to distance yourself as much as possible so that we can honor the distance of 6 feet. So that we can keep that area safe and keep those who we are sitting next to safe as well. So again, sit with your family. If you sit in the longer pews, sit a little farther apart so that we can keep that 6 foot distance that the guidelines are asking us to do for now. Also, when you enter the building, you may feel it necessary for you to wear a mask. If you do, then by all means, please wear it. We want you to be as safe as possible. And so if that is what you feel like you need to do, then as a church family, we want you to do that. You're not going to be judged. You're not going to be looked at differently. If that's what you want to do, if that's what gives you a sense of safety, then by all means, please do that. The other thing I want you to know is, and this is going to be kind of different for us, is we're asking you that while you're in the building for our services to refrain from shaking hands or giving hugs. That's just one of the things that the guidelines are asking us to do, but that's also one of the things that we want to do to promote safety and to honor the guidelines. So please refrain from shaking hands and refrain from giving hugs while you're in the building. There will also be a place for you to place your tithes and offerings. At the church for now, we will not be passing the offering plate. But there will be a place outside in the foyer for you to place your tithes and offerings when service is over. So do take note of that. There'll be a box or a designated place for you to place your tithes and offerings when service is over. We won't be passing the plate. You could also give online at calvaryfreewill.com. Go there, you can give online, set that up as well. We still have that running. So do take note of that. When the service is concluded, we ask everyone to remain seated. We don't want you to just jump up immediately and walk out, because our ushers will come in and we'll dismiss you row by row, starting from the back and working our way to the front. Once you've been dismissed, then we ask that you just make your way outside the building. We're asking that there will be no fellowshipping in the foyer, that there will be none of that taking place. So when service is over, you just make your way out of the building and into the parking lot. Now, once you're in the parking lot, if you want to fellowship out there, fine. That is totally okay. Again, keep the guidelines in perspective. Keep the person that you're talking with in perspective. And then just monitor the distance there. And just be respectful with that. But you're more than welcome to fellowship in the parking lot as long as you wish. But there will be no fellowshipping in the foyer of the church before or after service. The other thing that we're asking you to do is that if by some reason you need to use our nursery, the nursery will be opened. However, what we're asking to be done is that the parent of the child take the child to the nursery and remain with them in the nursery as long as needed. We will not staff that nursery. We will not have volunteers working in the nursery. For now, we are just asking that if your child needs the nursery, then you as the parent, please take them there. The nursery will be open, and you'll be more than welcome to use that. It just will not be staffed by a volunteer. We're excited about getting back in the building, church. We're excited about getting back into worship. Now, as the season progresses and things begin to change a little bit, then some of these guidelines will change. And we'll begin to adding more services, and we'll begin to getting back to doing some of the things that we are used to doing. However, for now, this is who we are. This is what we're going to be doing. And I'm excited about seeing you in the building. I'm excited about worshiping with you on Sunday morning. We're getting ready to start a brand new sermon series. We're going to be diving into the book of Daniel starting this Sunday. So I'm really looking forward to that. Our praise team has already been practicing. We're ready for you to come back. We're ready for you to be a part of our worship again in our building. But just please help us to honor these guidelines and help us to be respectful to everybody that's coming in and worshiping with us. We're family, and we love you, and we want you to be here, and we want you to be safe, and we all want to worship the Lord together. I love you, church. May God bless you in all that you do. And take note of these guidelines, and let's worship together on Sunday. And let's just welcome the Holy Spirit and ask Him to be a part of what we're doing. And let's just rejoice in the Lord together and watch what God does. Good to see you, church. Looking forward to being with you on Sunday. May God bless you in all that you do. And let's worship the Lord together. Have a good day.